team would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You think there's some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So the Oregon Ducks offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Using his feet, picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Got it in the middle. It's Arbor. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get him behind the sticks a little bit.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Bean. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. He's looking downfield to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's a return from midfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll leave it with him. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continue to throw these screens to playmakers.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to throw again. The throw to the outside is complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Intercepted deep in his own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Going to swing it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, and the season you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Massey. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Armour. Oh, he's got some space. He'll at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Armour. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll try it over the left side. Nice move there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Ducks line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Bean. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
With the air on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll sneak in, try to surge forward. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Agnew. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll work it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Works the middle of the field. get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Back to pass, it's Bean. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't... to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And the try is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Turning it on! They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds the tight end. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
It's a nice job by the tight end. They're just whipping his head around. They didn't need that many yards, so that's an easy completion. You get the 1st down.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Massey. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force completions like that.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. Spins away. They stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Here we go. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Armour. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Offense changing the play. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Looking to throw, it's Bean. Gets it to him on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
It'll be a draw. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going.
He wants to go deep. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Setting up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Bring in the heat. And that one's way too far for everybody.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Fit it in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. on the ground. It's Lester. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Massey. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Inside the 45. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Ball State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Bean. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He'll get up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking to throw again. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fires to the big fella. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try to run it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring an extra defensive lineman. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Looking to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Bean. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They want that clock to run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to scramble. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Ducks with the 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Finds his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Flacco should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Hand off from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The #1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving every...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Bean. He wants a big play here late. Complete to the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmys and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players.